All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back, as always. Man, SAVA, SAVA. This is it's kind of interesting. I talked about this one last night on the Steady Trade Team webinar, and it's just kind of interesting to see these things. I said at 3:51 p.m. Smells like, okay, I know that's kind of a corny term, but obviously I'm a big Dwayne Johnson, The Rock fan, and it's interesting when you see those last, those 330, those 345 moves on these heavily shorted stocks. Now, not saying every time, but especially as you're going into that market close, man, keep that recent squeezer watch list. Watch what they're doing into the close. And, what I'm talking about is this area right here. When I was talking about it, I'm like, man, something looks interesting on SAVA. Then the Form 4 hit. They dropped a Form 4 hit. And then all of a sudden, went from 10 to basically 12 in after hours. That being said, guess what my main dip and rip is as of this morning? SAVA after the late day squeeze and Form 4 drop. This is number one dip and rip over 1150 as of now. A lot can change, obviously. I mean, it's only 8:30. We're an hour from the open. We're an hour and 15 from 9:45. We're 6 hours from 2 p.m. But as of right now, definitely top watch. Man, bummer. Elon. What's up with my boy Elon? So you guys know how much I love the electric vehicle sector, and we got battery day tonight. And then what's Elon going to do? He throws a complete wet blanket on the EV sector. I mean, it's like Elon's got his flamethrower. It's like he did the exact opposite. Instead of firing up the flamethrower, he brings out like a fire extinguisher. So anyway, and I said this on my Twitter last night. Sometimes I wonder, I think a lot of you know, Elon is not only is Elon a super genius, but he's also a little bit of a prankster. So we'll see. Again, I wouldn't, don't try and play guessing games, okay? The entire EV sector is basically red. Don't try and play guessing games. But, man, I just wonder if he's got something that's in it. I'll be watching tonight, I tell you that much, because just his history, I just think maybe this is like a little bit of a joke or something. So anyway, that being said, probably most of the EV stuff is probably an ignore today. Now tomorrow could be a completely different situation. Never anticipate, only react. Battery day tonight. Who knows if it's good, bad, or indifferent. That being said, today is probably a wait and see on all the EV stuff. So, GME. Yeah, GME, I've been big on gaming, and these guys have some news. RC Ventures looks like, this RC Ventures, this big insider is pushing them, which we like to see. I would say a late day VWAP hold on this. Great potential swing trade here. So, slower mover, but low risk. What do you have to say about NNOX? You know, nothing. Remember, Andrew left, destroyed this. Listen, you had, remember, I'm bullish all IPOs, but you guys had warning. You had warning. Citron bashed this a week ago. And I tell you guys all the time, I am a big fan of Andrew Left. I've met Andrew. I mean, I don't know if Andrew's a billion. He might not be a billionaire, but he's close, okay? I think Andrew's got hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? So you don't get to have hundreds of millions of dollars by being an idiot. Well, unless you play the lottery, and I might have to sneeze. I mean, you can be, if you play the lottery, you are an idiot. Your odds are terrible. But that being said, in the investing game, you don't get hundreds of millions of dollars without being smart. Andrew's very smart. Never, ever, ever, ever swing trade a Citron research bash. Never, ever, 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 ever. AIM. Former runner. Pancreatic cancer. Low float. 945 dip and rip. So, AIM is exactly the 945 dip and rip recipe. I'm going to go to a bulleted list here. Where's my bulleted list? Former runner. God dang it. Ah! Low float. Cancer news. Good volume in pre. History of one and dones. That's it. So yeah, this is about as textbook as they get when it comes to dip and rips. So so a lot of you guys asking about electric vehicle names. Again, they're all wait and sees in my opinion. NAOV. Low float. Good volume. What do we got on the news? PR just hit. What is this thing? Is an ultrasound-based product that's designed for bacterial compound. What? Okay. What is this thing? Some kind of ultra. Sounds like a penny stock freaking product. Well, their office is cordoned off. Working on the parking lot over at NAOV. Well, what is this thing? Nanovibronics. Small disposable transducers to transmit low frequency, low intensity, ultrasonic acoustic wave. Man, this sounds like some straight up Bullshit. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I would not touch this before. This is a 9:45 or later dip and rip, and probably afternoon only if it survives. I tell you what, I could also see. You know what I could definitely see? Based on this stupid headline, bet you a big chat room pumps this at 9:01 a.m. Based on this stupid headline and their magical technology, I predict and kill this. So I predict a big chat room is going to buy this at 9:01 a.m. and it's going to get destroyed just like NTN yesterday. Otherwise, look for an all-day hold, hugging VWAP action that we look for, and then a late day break of the high, and the volume's got to stay. This thing needs float rotation all day. So number one, again, I would not touch this before 9:45 because I bet you anything. This is just like textbook chat pump type stuff. They're gonna look at the headline and they're gonna spoon feed it to their followers, and I predict it's gonna do, if the chat room buys it, it's gonna do exactly what NTN did yesterday. Chat buy, death, and NTN probably gaps down tomorrow, or probably gaps down today. So, all right, excuse me. I will be back for the daily briefing, everyone. As always, over on my personal Instagram at tbohen. I'll be back there at noon. I didn't make it yesterday. I just had a bunch of errands to do, and so main watch for me, SAVA. AIM is definitely interesting. And then GME, late day. GME, I like late day as a swing. And then let's see, let's hope. Let's all cross our fingers and hope that Elon was joking last night. And other than that, we got other movers, okay? It's just I only got so much time. So have a great day, and check out the Steady Trade team as always. Otherwise, I'll see you over on my personal Instagram at noon Eastern. Have a great day. I forgot to play the closing music.